Lou, we are tracking pursuit here in making its way out of the Carson area here on the northbound 110 approaching El Segundo Boulevard. This is initially started as it's a stolen vehicle out of the Hawthorne area, which was initiated by the Hawthorne PD, and has now made its way onto the freeways here. So CHP has gotten involved. We have CHP helicopter up above tracking this SUV that you're seeing here, trying to make it squeeze its way through traffic. We don't have any, we're not seeing any units directly behind him as the air unit is tracking him. Looks like looks like we're going to transition onto the, let's see, possibly the 105 as he makes up his mind here. Okay, so he's weaving through traffic here. High rate of speed. We saw him going as fast as 100 miles an hour at one point here. Bear with us as we try to locate him through the interchange here. Derek, he's made his way into the interchange here, so we'll see if he made his, okay, westbound 105 we're hearing, so bear with us as we try to relocate the vehicle here. It's a silver SUV, front end damage from what we could tell. Okay, so we're hearing he is in the fast lane here on the 105 freeway, so we'll just give a second here as we relocate the vehicle. Okay. All right, sounds like he is westbound here. Yeah, so he is westbound here on the 105, making his way through South LA, passing Vermont here.
Okay. Well, we don't have a lot of information on this suspect. We are assuming
looks like we
think it's possibly a Kia Sportage. The CHP is in pursuit. We've been watching this, and we've seen this suspect drive at aggressively high speeds, swerving in and out. He's been on the 405. He's also been on the 105 and the 110 at times, and exiting a couple of times pretty aggressively as well. No word if this is a stolen vehicle or if this is, or why that the CHP is in pursuit of this vehicle. We're just jumping on this as you're watching it as well. But these speeds, we never like to see in terms of a pursuit, the high speed of, the high rate of speed, because then that affects other drivers on the road.
Yeah, so as he continues westbound here on the 105, he's entering back into the Hawthorne area where this is, from what we believe, where it initially started. Again, this is a stolen vehicle. You can see him here in the HOV lane. He's really ripping. It looks like possibly 100 miles an hour as he makes his way past all the slower moving traffic. Again, at this time, it's just the air unit that is tracking up above to keep an eye on this guy. So a very slim chance this guy's going to get away from the CHP. But looks like you can see here he's negotiating, moving over towards the slower lanes, maybe setting up to transition over to the 405 freeway once he makes it up there, or exit and end up back in the Hawthorne area.
Does he have damage, Rich, on the front right bumper? Is that damage from hitting another vehicle?
We are seeing damage on the front passenger side. So whether or not that happened before the pursuit initiated, we just don't know at this point.
Well, he's got several options coming up here. It's as you said, the 405. He could head either north or south. South would of course take him into Long Beach and then into Orange County, or he could head north and up into the West LA and San Fernando Valley, which might not be a good option for him with the traffic, usually pretty heavy. And as you see now, he looks like he's starting to make a transition. And I'm making a guess he's probably going to go southbound on the 405 unless he jumps over and tries to go straight, which he would take him into the South Bay. As a matter of fact, he could go right down to the beach, but that would be a bad option for him and a good option for the police at this point.
Yeah, you can see CHP motor unit has caught up to the vehicle, so we'll see if they try and close the gap. Since we got overhead about 10 minutes ago, they had kept their distance and just allowed the air unit to keep track of this guy. But as they get closer to LAX, the airspace can get a little more complicated for the air unit. So At times it is a good move to bring in these motor units so they can help keep track of this guy. Looks like he is continuing on the 105 freeway. I believe we are past the 405 now.
Yes.
So we are pretty close to LAX here, headed towards the PCH.
A lot of times with these pursuits, the officers will pull back if the driver gets aggressive, and these speeds, he's hit 124 at one point, and that just makes things super dangerous, not only for the suspect but for other drivers that are on the road, and so they'll pull back. But as you mentioned, Rich, it seems like that was the case, and now they're being a little bit more diligent in staying on his tail.
Yeah, that's right. You can see the motor, the CHP directly behind them, and they're staying directly behind them, and there's no doubt the suspect is aware that CHP is tracking. So here we are. We're still westbound on the 105. Doesn't seem like okay. We're coming up on Imperial here. We'll see if he exits. That'll put us on surface streets. Likely making our way away from LAX. Here we are. We got a couple more units of CHP behind him now. Looks like as well as a motor officer. Okay, so it looks like we are exiting on Imperial Highway here. He is now on surface streets, so now we have to worry about him blowing through, the red lights here and pedestrian traffic.
Well, the way he's headed now, if he keeps on this road, he's going to go straight to the beach, right next to the water treatment plant, and then he's going to have to drive either go south into Manhattan Beach or north into Playa del Rey. So from a tactical standpoint for him, this was not a good move. So hopefully this thing will end pretty soon, because he's kind of put himself in a box here.
Yeah, you wonder if he's just winging it here. He doesn't know where he's at, and he's just kind of finding any clear channel that he could find and just continue the pursuit. So you can see CHP is remaining behind him, and there's no chance this guy's getting away.
Rich, let's back up a little bit. You said that this started in Hawthorne, and confirming this was a stolen vehicle or is a stolen vehicle?
That's what we are hearing at this point over scanner traffic, is that this started as, they believe this is a stolen vehicle. Hawthorne PD initiated a stop, and this guy took off. I don't know it's unclear whether Hawthorne PD is still engaged in the pursuit here, or if this is, all CHP at this point. But you can see he's really clipping here. High rate of speed. Still on Imperial Highway, no regard to cross traffic. And here we go. We got a bicyclist in the roadway here, so he's negotiating the turn here. Luckily for the bicyclist, he made his way through there. So here we are. We're making a turn, northbound turn.
He's on Vista Del Mar now.
Yeah, Vista Del Mar. We're making our way towards the water treatment center, as you mentioned earlier, Glenn.
And you can see that damage pretty extensive on the passenger side front part of that vehicle. It doesn't seem like it's, a lot of times when they hit another vehicle, it'll affect the rim or the tire there, but it looks like it's not causing any problems for this driver.
No, he has not slowed up.
So it looks like it's pretty wide open here on Vista Del Mar. Now, when he gets up into Playa del Rey, he's probably most likely going to have to force to the right, which will take him to Culver Boulevard. We'll get him eventually back to the 405 if it lasts that long. We'll just have to see what happens, because if he goes into Playa del Rey, then he's really got himself into a box. So I would expect him here to turn on Culver Boulevard, which will be coming up here pretty soon. And again, he will bear in a right direction. But there is a lot of construction, as you can see, there going on in that area. I was there a couple of days ago, and as you can see, it's pretty jammed up in that area right now, which is good for the CHP, because they're right behind him right now.
Yeah, slowing him down a bit there, especially with the construction. Let's jump on the phone. We have a CHP officer, Amber David, on the line with us. We've sort of lost our shot here. Wondering if you can hear us, officer.
I can.
Hi. Thank you. I know you're busy right now. Can you kind of give us the nuts and bolts of how this started and confirm if this is a stolen vehicle?
Well, we got this call from Hawthorne PD as far as the stolen vehicle and the request for CHP to take over once it entered onto the freeway.
And do we know anything else about the driver or why he was being pulled over?
No, we don't have that information at the time.
Was the vehicle stolen? Was there another person involved, like the owner of the car? Was it a carjacking or just a vehicle that was maybe stolen out of a driveway?
That information is unknown at the moment. Right now, we can say that the vehicle is occupied by a solo occupant, but we also do know during those times that, with tinted windows and stuff like that, there always could be someone in the back, so we're always just on alert, even with that preliminary information.
So initially, Hawthorne PD pulled over this suspect. Now CHP has taken over solo. We can answer that possibly. And then also CHP had pulled back on this pursuit, and now you guys are a little bit more aggressive on this suspect.
Yes, so we are pursuing the suspect, obviously, doing what we can to obviously advise the public and the motoring people in the area that this person is, driving at a higher rate of speed, obviously with our lights and sirens, hopefully giving people a heads up to, be on the lookout of something coming their way.
Well, it looks like he's done a U-turn and he is now heading south on Vista Del Mar. Okay, now he's taking a turn on a surface street, and that kind of goes up to a hill. So now he's getting into a residential area with a lot of curved roads. It gets up into the hills here and is adjacent to LAX. And I kind of get the impression that this driver really doesn't even know where he's at right now. He looks to be lost.
That is possible. Some drivers may be, heading in an unknown direction. Some do sometimes circle around an area they are familiar with. But it does look like he's just trying to get away from, any type of personnel that is pursuing him.
Officer David, you also mentioned just a few minutes ago that you guys oftentimes while you're in pursuit try to let the public know that a suspect is driving at high rates of speeds. In what way are you guys doing that? Are there alerts in certain areas, or are you guys just using simply the sirens from the pursuit?
The sirens obviously is a good indicator to the motoring public, obviously to yield to the right and, obviously look at their surroundings, but obviously with our, allied agencies as far as their information, as far as updating the public. But we also have overhead too, as well. I know a lot of people may see a helicopter in the air circling around, so that kind of also gives them, a heads up that there may be something going on in their immediate area. But also the media too. A lot of people are at home watching this on the news, so we always ask people, not to engage, not to go near that area, because, obviously there is an incident that's going on.
So it looks like something's happening here. Some of the officers are, I don't know, do you have the same view that we have, or are you just on the phone with us?
I don't have the same view as you.
I think they may have actually lost him because it looked like he was on a road that goes behind LAX, between LAX and the beach, and that old neighborhood that you see at the beginning of there where they had torn all those homes out years ago. And if that's the case, it looks like he's heading back to Imperial Highway, which will get him back onto the 105. Meantime, these officers down on Vista Del Mar, which is nowhere close to where he is at the moment.
Yeah, I think the last view that we have, he was going up the hill and went around that sharp curve behind the bushes.
And then he was in that, and it looked like he was on that road. As I said, that actually runs behind LAX.
I'm not sure if any officers are closer to LAX.
All right, well.
Behind him.
All right, again, this pursuit started in Hawthorne, running through parts of the South Bay. Hopefully, officers will locate the driver of the stolen vehicle again, and we'll certainly keep an eye on the situation. Okay, well, we're not going to take a break. We got him right back here. He's back on Vista Del Mar, and again, it looks like he's heading toward Culver City again, or excuse me, Playa del Rey. And there he is.
Yeah. So again, this Officer Davis, are you still with us?
I am.
Yeah. So this started in Hawthorne, and he's sort of in somewhat of that area for the most part in the south, down near the 405 and Vista Del Mar. Now, we often see that these drivers sometimes return to where they're familiar. Wow, he is taking some sharp turns going up north. Now he's moving, just to give you heads up, Officer Davis, heavily populated residential area and a high rate of speed up to 70 miles per hour going around sharp curves.
Same road he turned on before.
Same road, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is more of a cat and a mouse a little bit, but you know, from your studies and from research that you guys have from a lot of these pursuits over the years, a lot of times these drivers will return to where they're familiar. Is that correct?
That is a possibility. If the driver is unfamiliar, obviously going into maybe like dead ends or roads that, you know, they can't continue on, they may travel back to try to get to, you know, a more familiar area where they know the roads. That is a possibility, yes.
I also want to let our viewers know if it seems like our shots are a little bit confusing, it's because our chopper, Sky 5, is flying in LAX airspace, and there's certain places they can be, certain places they can't, so it gets a little confusing when they have to pull out like this and they lose them and have to hunt them down again, because usually they do a pretty good job of staying on them the whole time.
It's always tricky when they're around LAX.
Yeah, and plus the hilly terrain there does not help either. So we're doing the best we can here. Hopefully we'll catch up with them again.
And Rich Prickett is in Sky 5 for us. Are we hearing any chatter on the radio that you can share with us, Rich?
Lou, we are hearing, we are able to follow the pursuit, you know, listening to the scanners here. Unfortunately, you know, as you mentioned, LAX is keeping us down low here, and as he cuts through the Playa del Rey area in through the residence, we're just having to, you know, comb through the neighborhood here and try and locate it when we can. So CHP is doing the same. They have a wide, okay, we're hearing now he's westbound on Imperial, so we're going to try and make our way over there. But there are several units of the CHP that are here. They're trying to kind of corral him in this, try and keep him in this area here. But right now, as far as we know, he is westbound, so we may see him here shortly pop back out. But you know, he made his way up towards LAX. We were unable to continue due to the LAX airspace. And next thing you know, here he comes northbound again here on Vista Del Mar. So here we are. We're going to travel past LAX underneath the departing traffic and see what we can find. You can see some units of the CHP are still staged here in the event that he makes his way back here on Vista Del Mar. So
you
here we
said
are. We're southbound on the ocean front here, and we'll see if we can pick him up.
Rich, you said the last report he was westbound on Imperial?
We did hear that he was on Imperial. Trying to get an update now. But I heard something in regards to the front tires may have some damage now. So we'll see if he's continuing his high rate, his high speeds.
Well, if he turns north again, he's just driving in a big circle. He's going to head down Vista Del Mar. If he turns the other way and goes southbound, he'll probably end up in Manhattan Beach. So
it would be great if he backtracked and then they could throw a spike strip out. That would
be nice.
Hopefully that's what he ends up doing instead of going back into another neighborhood. It's a little bit of a cat and a mouse in these neighborhoods.
You're right. And here we are. We are on the south side of LAX, so we are able to climb and see if Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, Imperial Pacific Coast Highway is what we're hearing now.
All right, so that being the case, that would
locate him shortly.
PCH running through the South Bay is also Sepulveda Boulevard, and if he is on Sepulveda, that's another street that's got a lot of traffic, and would certainly play to the advantage of law enforcement as they try to bring this to an end. Yeah, this guy's been pretty stubborn.
He has, and super high rates of speed as well.
Okay, and he's going to have to be on your side somewhere. Southbound Sepulveda. Southbound Sepulveda.
Okay, if he's southbound on Sepulveda, also PCH, that means he's probably in the Manhattan Beach area right now.
So as you're looking here on the screen, as Rich and Sky 5 attempt to find this suspect, we do have video from earlier from this pursuit in several areas on the freeways, on and off the freeways, and in residential areas. And then on our left-hand side, our helicopter attempting to find him. We're hearing on the scanners that he's at westbound Imperial and PCH, possibly stopped at this point, but we can hopefully once the helicopter gets there.
He should be on the other side of the buildings here as we make our way eastbound. We can start to see some units here. We're seeing the is stopped, so he's likely right here on CH here. Bear with us as we come around. Okay, so they do have the vehicle stopped here. Okay, guns are out, drawn. Looks like the driver and looks like a passenger possibly in the vehicle. We'll keep, well, it looks like we have one in custody. Unclear whether that's the driver or not, or passenger. We
Yes,
have one in
that's the
custody. We have
driver.
another suspect coming out here. And it looks like we may have hands up on the other side, so we may have at least three occupants that were in this vehicle.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like somebody might have been in the back seat because that back door is open. So hopefully they've, it's just two, like you said, it could be three. Now this, possibly the driver turning around, talking to officers and now backing up, which is what he's supposed to do. The next thing he'll be on his knees and then down on the ground probably. Well, maybe they're just going to come up behind him and handcuff him without doing that. And that's the case.
Yeah, other than the fact that they were evading, PD for what looked to be at least an hour here, looks like they are surrendering peacefully here.
And interesting
all
that
this-
we thought there was only
Yep.
one in the vehicle.
Car on the
It
other
looks
side
like
is
there's
moving, so.
at least three in this car, but they look like they're surrendering, which is a good sign.
Now, it looks like the third occupant is coming out now. So once they have, so we have two in custody, one backing up now. They'll make some more calls to see if anyone else is remaining in the vehicle, and then they'll approach the vehicle, clear it, and hopefully call a code 4 here.
All right, this was a stolen vehicle in Hawthorne. When we picked this up, it was on the 110. They jumped onto the 105, was driving around Playa Vista, LAX, and finally this coming to an end on PCH or Sepulveda Boulevard in El Segundo.